guys, so I have gotten this pretty much done, except for right here I missed, and this part. So I don't know if I should add, probably will add a little bit more right here. And then I made my paper clay stuff. Oh goodness. I feel like every morning I'm like rushing to get things done because Ashley needs me in the morning, and I didn't rinse the brush out. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I missed a few spots here. I need to find a different paintbrush, and I don't know where my brushes are. Why did I do this to myself? Here's some. Okay. Crappy one, but that's okay. I just need to get this. Finished. And I can start adding the paper mache clay stuff that I made. I didn't make a very big batch because I need to just do one side at a time. What else did I miss? Right there. Oh. Darn it. I'm sorry guys that I'm doing that sniffling thing again. I don't know if it's because the heat is on and then it's, you know, cold and my nose gets all plugged up. I'm thinking that's what it is. Trying to be conscious of me doing that when I'm doing a video. It doesn't sound very good. I'm making all these bodily noises. Okay, I think I've got it. I'm just going to let this a little bit dry, and then I'll be back to do the clay stuff. I'll probably put on pretty thinly. Thin, I guess. Thinly, I don't know the other word. My brain is not working this morning. I don't think I'm going to need to sandpaper anything down. But I'll be back in a few minutes. This should be dry, hopefully, in a few minutes. I didn't put that much glue on it. And I'll probably have a different angle so you guys can see better. Okay, be back in a few, guys. Okay, guys, I took a quick shower. And it's still just a little bit wet, but I think I should be able to add the paper clay stuff that I made. Let me grab my phone because I feel like my husband's going to call. Because he does that when I'm doing videos, even though he knows I'm not doing, doesn't know that I'm doing a video. But it gets on my nerves. Not that I'm very good at making videos lately. I don't know. I feel like I've lost my touch somehow. Ugh. Okay. So, my phone is right here. And I'll stick it right here. Okay. So here's the unicorn. Oops. See, now I ripped the stuff off. There's the unicorn. When I get to the feet, I'm going to put like dowels in it. I'm going to put like on a little pedestal because I don't think it's going to stand up like this. Yeah, it's going to need like a little pedestal. So I'll do that separate. But for now, I'm going to do this. See, I made my own homemade paper clay stuff. It's just newspaper, toilet paper, what else? Something else. I can't remember at the moment. But I'm going to do, just move my phone away from the water, over here. Just add a little bit of glue just to help it stay. Just a little bit. So now I feel like my table is too small for the projects that I'm doing. I don't want this to be too thick, so. I'm going to try or find my little, oh, what is it? My little wooden, I don't know what you call it. That polymer clay thing. I just use this to smooth it out. Get a little bit of water. I'm trying to stay in frame. To be stay on there, so just kind of pushing it around here. It's so weird because it's I don't know why, it's just to me it's like an awkward shape kind of thing, but I'm trying to put this in place. Both my daughters went out to lunch with my mom, which is their grandma. So, and I think Ashley was a little bit intimidated, maybe a little bit, because my mom is this thing about, she's old school, so she doesn't believe in anything plastic in a baby's mouth. Well, Ashley only uses the pacifier when, you know, baby needs it, but he doesn't have it in his mouth, you know, 24/7. You know, and I had to bite my tongue last week because I wanted to say something to my mom, but I never use pacifiers with my kids because I I just didn't want to have to go down that route of trying to take it away and do all that. If they were going to have something to love on, I had watched a thing on, I can't think of that doctor's name. Not Dr. Spock. I read that book. That was like my Bible. I had some other baby books too, but I can't think of the guy's name. But he said, if you want your child to have like a lovey to fall back on, pick like a blanket or something. So that's what I did, and my middle child actually really liked it. Savannah was, a little bit more clingy than Ashley. Ashley could do her own thing and not have, not stress about being away from me. Savannah was a different, totally different child. So, I had to learn, and my mom thought I was spoiling them, and, she got upset if I didn't let her have the kids on the weekends. But it's like, I worked, and I want to spend time with my kids over the weekend. I shouldn't take them all the time, but I remember, I think Ashley was 6 or 7 weeks old when she took her to the beach for the first time. I almost had a heart attack because I was like constantly calling her, and she's like, your baby's fine. And first time mother with Ash, I didn't know what I was doing. That was a weekend thing, and I had to pump a lot of breast milk, and I was worried that she wasn't getting enough, and it was only for 2 nights, but for first time mom, freaked me out. I couldn't sleep. It was too quiet, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so my mom does not like bottles, and she doesn't like, but I'm like, right now, because Dakota was only 5 pounds and what did I say, 6 ounces or something, he needed the extra support, the extra, to help him grow. And then we found out the day before he was supposed to leave that he had jaundice. So, So Ashley was like in tears because she didn't want to leave the hospital without her baby. And I'm like, don't. I said, I wouldn't. I said, stay there one more night and find out if they're going to send you with the, Billy blanket, which they did. So hopefully today we'll find out if all of his jaundice is gone. But he gained a whole pound, but, so that's good. I mean, he gained a pound. But I guess yesterday when they went to WIC, the guy who was seeing them was like scolding her, like breastfed babies are healthier and stuff. And I was like, oh, see, if I was there, I would have said, excuse me, not everybody can express enough breast milk or nurse their baby efficiently, everybody's different. So, I mean, and then I asked her if this guy was like Russian or I can't remember. I don't know what he was, but he sounded like the same guy I had when I had Ashley. And then she described him to me, and I was like, God, that sounds just like the guy that I had when I used WIC. And he was trying to tell me, how much I should, feed my kid and stuff. And I was like, I swear that's the same guy, but I don't know. But he made Ashley feel bad. And I'm like, Ashley, speak up. I said, this is your baby, not his. And Savannah had to step in a few times, and because he had a strong accent, I guess, and they didn't understand what he was saying, and they had to fill out some paperwork, and that they said they needed, and so she actually filled it out, and the guy looked at it and then tossed it in the drawer. I was like, are you kidding me? I would have said something. But my daughter, I mean, now that I'm older and stuff, I think back then, if I was that, I think I might have said something a few times to people who had said something, I should do this with my baby, and I'm like, you deal with your kid the way you want, I'll deal with my baby the way that I want, that I feel is best. But, Ashley, I think, was just wanting to get the heck out of her and get her WIC stuff settled and all that, but I don't know. I try to listen, and I put my 2 cents, and of course, they're like, God, Mom, it's not like, when you had us, and I'm like, well, it's pretty close. I mean, some people just have weird views on nursing and bottle-fed babies and stuff, and the guy said that Ashley wasn't, he actually said that she wasn't a good mother. I almost lost it when I heard that. I was like, oh, I would have marched my ass back down there and said something, or talk to whoever was in charge, You don't say that to people who were coming in to get help with WIC. And then I guess part of the test was they asked her, do you know what WIC stands for? And Ashley was like, yeah. And I guess a lot of women don't know what that stands for. And so he was like, oh, and I guess you have to pass this test to get the WIC stuff. I was like, that is ridiculous. I don't know. I was like, wow. Things have changed since I've been in there, but I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm rambling. I'm just trying to think of stuff to say, and that's what popped into my head. And so this is all I'm doing with my unicorn. Just trying to get it to kind of be smooth so that I can hopefully round it out a little bit and put a little bit of kind of make like coil kind of thing. Needs to make it look like it's swirly, so I don't want the clay to be too thick. But I thought I would start with the unicorn, the horn, because I don't know. I love this. I love making this clay because it gives it kind of a rustic kind of look when it dries, and then you know when you paint it or whatever, it gets in all the little nooks and crannies. I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. I'm trying to get this done just a little bit before my girls get back from lunch. Oh, they have to go to the doctor's appointment. I forgot. So. My stick. Let's see. And I watched, what's her name? Whimsy Bluebell. She does paper mache too. I really like how she does her style. I wish she would do a video on how she does all the beginnings of her art dolls. Because I like the way that they look, and I would like to try at least making one of my own kind of in her style. Because I believe she watches my videos too. So I think I have to let this dry before I can add anything else. And then I'll do the coils later once I get the rest of the horse done. But I'm going to let this dry so I can do the back side of that. But I need to get this side first. But just added the clay. Okay guys, so I'll be back in a little bit. So this is going to be part what? 2? Part 2, I think? Something like that. But I'll be back. Okay guys. See you in a bit. Bye.